What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the breakdown with DJ Odyccy, and I am DJ Odyccy, of course. And today I want us to do a breakdown to a little, what do we call it? It's like an Afrobeat beat that I was doing just now, as well as not 100% complete. It's just another way to just show you the basics into doing this type of music, and then by the time you're good, you can actually add more into the knowledge that I'm giving you. So this is the basics, but it's already like way far, and then it's only missing like two things, man. So yeah, so what we're gonna have now is me showing you what this thing is all about, Afrobeat. So yeah, man, let's not waste time, and we'll start with the drums, right? And I'll show you how it's going down. So let's get to the pattern. So the first thing that I did, it's a kick, and yeah, of course I started with a kick this time, and then it sounded like this. That's the first kick, and then the next thing I had to come up with the thing that gives the song rhythm, and which was like some kind of a rim shot, or you can use a clap, those type of sounds that normally are in Afrobeat songs. So when you add this, it sounds like this. And then I did put like a little reverb on it. It's on the snare thingy, and then I put the reverb just a little bit. You'll hear it as it goes while I put the reverb, so that it can have like more width into the song. And then I added a snare, and then it sounded like this. And again, like a little shaker that will go with the rim shot, and then this is how everything sounds. And after that, I had to add some kind of a percussion, and then it sounded like this. Percussion sounds more like what do we call it? A cowbell, yeah, but it's not a cowbell. It's written bunk. Hey, don't worry about it. And I had to put a head that will go with the kick, right? So I just like to put some kind of a high on the kick to go with the kick, so that everything will just blend in together. So let me show you. You see how it just gives the kick that little high, all those highs in it. And then the next thing I added was another head that goes in between. You hear it? And then another percussion going in. And then I put a tom, and then the tom sounded like this. This is the tom. Yeah, it sounds weird, doesn't it? But it will make sense. And then I put a clap as well. So a lot of things are a bit lower on volume. You will hear, and then I had to find something that sounds like an impact on my second. Okay, my second pattern. I just did the shaker that's gonna be at the end of every 2 bars. Sounds like that. It gives like, I don't know what to call it. It gives it that flavor, man. And the next thing I had to add on, I did a lot of impact. Find sounds that are impact on your project, on your FL, whatever, Studio One, Cubase, Reason has a lot of impact actually. So you find its impact, and it sounds like this, like that impact sound is very important, and so you get that, and then you'll sound nice when you make beats. And then now let's get into another. Now I went into the sounds. I did not really start with the bass line, but I'll play the bass line anyway. This is how the bass line sounds like. I just took like 3OX, 3OSC, 3 oscillators, 3X actually, oscillators. What I do, I switched off the other 2 oscillators, like you'll find it like this, and you take down, and then you take down the transpose. You take it very low, it goes to 0. It starts off here 24, and then you just take it at 0, so it becomes like a bass line. So it's a sine wave, so you use the sine wave anyway, so everything becomes one oscillator working, the other ones are off, so it becomes a bass line, you see. So now when it's a bass, that's when you can actually play the bass like this. And it goes like that, nothing major. So what I did was like, okay, fine, since I paid it very low at the sub, and then so I had to put like let me come here. It's a bass. It goes into my bass mix, and then from the bass mix I have this fruity fast distortion. So on a distortion, I make sure that it has a distortion. That's the reason, so that you can be able to hear the bass line when it plays. It doesn't just become a sub on the thing. So it's a sub with some distortion, and then gives the song some flavor so that you can hear the bass line. And then now my next pattern, this is the main melody. That's what I was supposed to have started you with, but anyway, this is how the main melody sounds like. I took a guitar from Sample Tank, an acoustic guitar, and it sounds like this. Nice. So that's the main melody of the song, of which you will not hear it on the verses anyway, but that's the main melody of the song. And then I made a pad using Expand, right? I took 3 pads and put them into Expand, and then the other one goes high octave, the other one goes a lower octave, the other one stays on a 0 octave, and then everything. And they're just boosting each other up so that you could have like weight, but I had to like I also had to make sure that it's on 20. I also had to make sure that I pump up some of the frequencies, and then yet I did a lot of cutoff, and then it sounded like this. And that's the pad. And then the next thing, also, I like using VSTs that allow me to actually put 2 sounds, because you want to have like different feel onto the song, onto a sound, and then you don't just want to use the cutoff, or you don't just want to use the, what do you call it, the reverbs and the delays, but sometimes you just want to add a different sound, and then so that it could be a different sound, it could be a new sound, and it sounds like this, but it's just like a marimba, but this time with a few sounds on it. It sounds like this. And yeah, that's how it sounds. And then I think that sums up the whole beat. And then I'll play you how the beat sounds like right now, and then so that we can, what the beat is. Let's play this. Yeah.